There's so much confusion going on out there about the buyer consultation. I talked to one of my great top agents and he converts a lot of Zillow leads. He's like, I don't ever do a consultation, but he converts buyer leads like a madman. Then I have, another one of my great clients and he does a very strict buyer consultation and he converts like a madman. So what's the right answer here? Because we've got both plays working. So it started to dawn on me, what are the ingredients that you and I need to have in order to be successful with buyer leads? That's really, I think, what the point is. And then how do we set ourselves up for success? So let's take a look at, really what we can do. What are the end results? And then let's work back to the great scripts and the great buyer consultation formulas that are out there. At Tom Ferry Coaching, we have a phenomenal script. And then there's a few other elements that we'd like to hit. So let's talk. Number one, I realize if we can get respect as a professional, that's a great outcome. Number two, if we can demonstrate that we have knowledge and expertise that they would want to take advantage of, that they would want us on their team, boom, that's critical. And then ultimately, number three, as Tom's been talking about, which is so beautiful, is can we get trust? Can they put their trust in you to help them achieve the goal and the outcome? So those are the three elements that I realized if we can accomplish those three, then we are good to go. So take example, top agent, client of mine, Mike, who doesn't do any consultations. Well, I know him so well. He hits those 3 points and he just does it out of showing, and people literally write offers, follows advice, and he puts them under contract. Then I have, Eric over here, who he gets them into the consultation and he hits those 3 things, right, with his great consultation script and puts people under contract fast and efficient. So which one's the right path? Well, I would recommend that you take the consultation path. See, if you are a newer agent, and I challenged Mike, I said, Mike, if you are a brand new agent, how do you expect a brand new agent to get respect as a professional? How do you expect a brand new agent to, demonstrate that they have wisdom, knowledge, and expertise that the buyer would want to take advantage of? And how do you think that they're going to get trust when they're brand new and they're uncomfortable? See, this is where a top agent whose opinion about the buyer consultation is not effective for most people. So depending on where you're at, the easiest way to play this is, now let's just look at what can you cover on a consultation and or at a showing. What can you cover? What can you ask that would allow you to achieve those 3 outcomes? So we already know what it takes to get the trust. Basically, ask a lot of great questions, go deep, discover what they want, and don't be so like, let me find out what you need and what you want. Ask more intelligent questions, right? Some great questions on the Tom Ferry script. There's a lot of great questions out there that you can work with. But number 2, the 1 and 2 is really, how do you demonstrate that you have, how do you get respect as a professional, and how do you demonstrate that you have knowledge and wisdom? See, the demonstration of knowledge and wisdom, this is probably where I'm going to take a new agent and I'm going to say, hey, why don't we cover the steps to buying a home? Why don't you cover the escrow process? Why don't you cover maybe the contract? And this is where you can actually start to flex your knowledge muscles and let people know that you know how to do this. And that will A, give you confidence, and B, give them that confidence in you. Okay. Second thing would be maybe to talk about the market. Hey, it's a buyer's market, it's a seller's market, inventory is this, here's what's going on, here's kind of our list price to sold price, and you can actually demonstrate that you understand the market really well, educating them in that process. That could really make it easier for you. Then maybe number 3, depending on right now, most people are in a, in a strong seller's market. So maybe some tips and tricks and strategies to help a buyer win in a competitive offer environment and to not overpay. That would be, you demonstrating your knowledge, wisdom, and expertise. And then maybe last is, and this is on the Tom Ferry script, which is great, which is the off-market opportunities. So maybe it's to cover the off-market opportunities. Hey, if you find the right neighborhood, community, right, and I understand your lifestyle qualities and the property types and what you're willing to do, what you're not willing to do, and I understand your purchasing power, and you find that perfect neighborhood or community, I can go on a marketing plan and go find you an opportunity that doesn't exist on the market and potentially get you the property without ever having to compete. Boom, I have wisdom, knowledge, experience, and a plan that now demonstrates, that you should take advantage of. Okay, so whether or not we did this over the phone right on our first call, it's always going to be better in a professional environment. Now, for my lady friends out there, please book a buyer consultation with your buyer at the office prior to showing a property to a stranger for the first time. Okay, please do that and develop your strategy so that you can get them in. Now, one of the simple things right now for today's scripting, today is June the 23rd. One of the simple things you can ask is you could say, hey, Mr. Buyer, Mrs. Buyer, has anyone reviewed with you the COVID protocol for buying a home? And if the answer is no, we need to meet with them anyways to cover that. Okay, so leverage that for right now, but just in the future, let's get buyer consultations so that you can get those 3 qualities so we can speed up your transactions, because it's proven when someone trusts you and they know that you have their best interest in mind and that you are a professional and they respect you, they'll follow your advice. And when you tell them to make an offer and you make these terms, they'll follow your advice. And that way they get what they want and you get what you want and everybody's happy. So let's get to work on our buyer consultation. Check out any and all of the different playlists. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to helping you. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you out in the area of coaching. Take a look in the description below for any and all of my resources. Look forward to helping you. Have a great day.